Hello everyone and welcome back to Whiskey Wednesday. This week, or for the next 3 weeks I should say, we are on a little bit of an adventure with Turntable Spirits. A couple of months ago we did something with Turntable Spirits which involved 3 one-off blended whiskies, all of which I thought were pretty tasty and pretty good value. Slight alterations here and there, but the guys at Turntable, Alistair and Gordon, have sent me this in the post. And this is essentially their core releases. We have 3 of them to talk to you about. We have Paradise Funk, Bittersweet Symphony, and Smokin' Riff. But we're just going to do one at a time today. I'm going to keep this open. If you click on the little bio box below, you will see the full breakdown of the percentages of these things. But what we are trying today is Paradise Funk, which comes with this nice little kind of turnout. And this is all of the information that you receive with it. Hopefully this is in focus for you all to see. If not, I will read it out anyway. This is a blended whiskey, which is a combination of 30% of an unnamed Speyside and Virgin Oak casks, 20% of Benrinnes aged in Chinkapin Oak, 13% of Knockdhu, or Anok, aged in Virgin Oak, 18% Invergordon in an Ex-Cognac cask, 11% North British in Virgin Oak barrels, excuse me, and 8% Blair Athol in Ex-Bourbon casks as well. Quite a nice medley of things. Those are flavours and styles that most people enjoy. It's been sat in this little glass for quite a while now. Just going to remove that lid. And we're just going to dive in it. Ooh, the aroma already. Pretty indicative of what I thought this would smell like. I haven't tasted these at all. I'm just kind of going into these blind to give you an honest opinion on them. But yes, this is Paradise Funk. 46% natural colour and non-chill filtration. And just in this white background here, you can just see how wonderfully golden and light this is. Cognac casks, bourbon barrels, and a little bit of ex-cognac too. And some Virgin Oak. The initial aroma is just full of like, imagine your favourite kind of gummy sweet, but specifically the orange one. Loads of, it's not the bitter stuff of like orange oil and orange pith and stuff like that. It's like the aroma of like fresh orange, like walking through like an orange grove. Within that are some beautiful bourbony, caramelly, vanilla bean notes. More tropical fruit. I will say I can actually smell cognac. There is like a, there's no sherry in this, but there is like a dried fruit, sultanery, raisiny thing. It's a little bit nutty. We've got some kind of peanut brittle, peanut toffee. But I want you to imagine, if you don't like these kind of sweets, then I suppose it's irrelevant to you. But if you do, imagine getting like a bag of like Haribo jelly sweets or something, and then just opening it as it's right under your nose, and that aroma of all of these tropical fruit, pineapple-y, orange, lemon. And almost like powdered sugar too. I went in a little bit hard on the guys from Turntable last time, talking about being able to taste all these separate distilleries in it. But the cask influences they've listed in here: Virgin Oak, Chinkapin, which is just another type of Virgin Oak really, ex-cognac and regular bourbon, ex-bourbon casks. Getting all of that. The cognac is sort of standing out, but it is, I suppose, the only odd one out in that collection. Jelly babies. Does just smell like jelly babies. But let's taste, let's see if we can pick out some key elements, not necessarily distillery notes, but something which is just fun and nice. Fruit flies in the room. that is sweet, mellow, and you get all the virgin oak at the end, kind of warmth of oak. Very gentle oaky notes too. They kind of push up all the way through your throat, almost like you're breathing it again. The initial arrival is all what the smell is. Jelly babies, pineapple, lemon. It's even a bit peachy. Moving through it, you start to get the influence of virgin oak more on that kind of that hot toffee, hot caramel thing. Tons of vanilla. So much to the point it almost turns a little bit minty. I don't know if you ever smelled like a tube of vanilla pods or something, but they almost smell super minty. It's that kind of earthy. There is no, like, on the subject of talking about mint and things, there are no kind of herbal green notes from this, which is what I tend to expect from mostly Speyside and Highland whiskies matured in bourbon barrels. You always get a little bit of that herbally, rosemary, sage, sometimes minty, sometimes basil-y thing from it. You don't get any of that from this. But I suppose the distilleries that are in it with Benrinnes, Blair, Athol, unnamed Speyside could be a lot of stuff. We would typically assume it's Glenfarclas, but I don't think it would be, because when would you ever really see Glenfarclas matured in virgin oak? It could be anything. It could just be a barrel without naming rights. And Anok too, which is full of tropical fruit flavours. So the distilleries that are in this, maybe with the exception of Blair Athol, I suppose aren't famous for those kind of more herbal notes. You go back to it now, it just smells like popcorn. Like toffee popcorn. You just get that little turn of heat as you swallow it. Takes away the fruity notes, but it brings in those more indulgent, woody, toffee, burnt, caramelized things. For a 46% whiskey, it drinks like 40. Like if you were to give that to me blind and say that is 46%, I wouldn't necessarily believe you. Very approachable, full of flavour, decent amount of depth to it. And the inclusion of the cognac thing is quite interesting, because for me, cognac always drinks quite dry. All alcohol is dry anyway, but like specifically cognac, I always get loads of dryness from it. And then that little hint of kind of like hot oak or like hot wood. I'm getting that now towards the end. It's like a very late developing flavour. You're kind of chewing on these sultanery, raisiny notes at the back of it. That's really fun. Obviously I don't have the full size bottle here, that's just the sample bottle that I was sent. But that's delicious. That's really well put together. If you're a fan of things like Compass Box Orchid House, it has that thing going on with it, significantly more tropical, and I liked Orchid House a lot, but it had this slight hot youthful note at the end of it, which I wasn't a fan of. This has replaced that with that hot oaky note, which for me is more inclusive, for want of a better word, with this kind of style of whiskey they put together here. But I think that's really tasty. I'm gonna give that a solid 8. That is something which, if I bought it, I wouldn't regret it, or if someone bought it for me as a gift, it's just something a little bit different and a bit interesting. I think they retail for like £50 a bottle, but that is what the bottles look like. This particular one comes in that black box with this nice kind of 70s vinyl feel to the decorative part of it. But yes, that is Paradise Funk from Turntable Spirits, and I'm giving that an 8 out of 10. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week for Bittersweet Symphony. Cheers.